Hey, I'm Marcus and I'm playing Crusader Kings 3. We are back in Croatia and there are 3 different crises that we have to tackle this time. So, oh hey, foreshadowing. We do have 3 problems actually, and one is on a Croatian level, one is on a local level, and one is on a personal level. So let's dive into it. Our Croatian problem here is very much centered around our Kralj, and that is Krasimir IV here. He is, as we do see, in poor health. Well, he's already 52 anyway, right? So that's about the time where your health really drops in Crusader Kings 3. And not only that, he is also ill, and he has worsened disease symptoms. That's not good. And I have installed a mod that, as you do see here, adds severity to all of these different health traits, and as it progresses here, it will get worse. So we can only hope that he recovers. If he doesn't, then his I don't think it's his cousin, or well, somewhere down the line, another Trpimirović, that is Zvonimir here, he would take over, and I do think that Pravanek would actually quite like to see him on the throne. As you do see here, he's very capable. An administrator, just like Pravanek himself. So, yeah, well, there we go. Yeah, let's just have a look. There's nothing we can do about this, I guess. So, we're gonna see about it anyway. Now, to the other problems here. Let's go to the personal one first. Yeah, because last time I did make a decision that I think I would like to take back, and gladly I can. And that is, if we currently die, should Pravanek die, then the game would be over. That's obviously not what we want. I mean, if that's gonna happen, then I'm not gonna stop the campaign. I would just look for someone else to play within Croatia and then see how it plays out. Because that's more what I want to do here anyway. Not a very individual play, but rather seeing how Croatia develops over time. But I guess what I can do is taking back this decision I made last time, and that was to change royal aspirations. Is a bit misleading when it says royal. So what I thought I would do is, yeah, just having myself not being eligible for, yeah, taking over the throne if the Kralj dies. And it is something different, though. It generally means that I'm not going to take anything, like no ban, no other županija. Instead, I'm completely left out of it, and that goes for all of my family currently. So yeah, there we go. I have to proclaim house ambition. We're allowed to compete for the throne. Yeah, not for the throne really, but you know, for anything that we can get. And that also means maybe being able to, for our son here to, yeah, go ahead and take over these regions here. Which I'm not yet sure what's going to happen. He is obviously now a child, so he's not eligible for doing that anyway. And he's 48, right? So we would need at least 13 years until Josip here comes of age. And then we would be about 61, 62-ish. So let's see if that's going to work. Now, that is the personal problem here. Now we got the local one, and that's a bit more complex. So I'll put that last. As we did see last time, in Zadar, we do have a popular uprising. There you go. A peasant rebel wants to lower the county control. That's something we cannot have, obviously. But it is going to present a major problem. As we do see, the military power here is at 240%. That relates directly to, there we go, our own armies. So they would have somewhere around 310, 20-ish men. And currently we could not possibly fight that with our meager little levy army here. What I did see is that we currently have this modifier here. Mercs aren't cheap. I'm not sure where that came from. but it lasts until the 19th of October in this year here, so only just for about 2 months. And then I guess you would be able to hire one of these mercenary companies. They would cost us around 50 gold at that point, I guess, because it's 400%, right? Math. And I guess you would be able to do that then. But still, I guess that is not his preferred solution. He would not want to fight anybody. That is not what he is about and what he wants to achieve here in this region. So there are some things I think I can do, and it mainly boils down to making something out of this little mess here. So if you do see, the popular opinion is down to -51. That's obviously not good. And we do see it's due to another mod that I've installed. And that mod, I think it's called County Temperaments, adds per county some kind of general motivation or general, like, I don't know what to even call it. Like, the people in this county here are generally choleric. Take it as it is. So that means the people here are probably, like, put it positively, they expect something, right? They want to be taken seriously. They want to engage in public life and so on. But as they do see, and that concerns the Dalmatians living here, because it's mainly Dalmatians, as we see down there. That's not what they're getting. They're getting Croatian rulers appointed by the king rather than their own magistrates and so on. That they would be used, right, historically, because these towns and cities here are very much still influenced by the late antiquity and the Roman rule that was present here. So, I guess that is something we need to take care of, and there are some things that we can do in order to take care of that. Well, first of all, I think that Pravanik here should actually learn the Dalmatian language, or at least try to. Right? That is something we should do. And I did have a look around, and there's actually, like, in the whole of Croatia, there's like 4 Dalmatian people. It's like, one of them is this lovely woman here, Buni Tudaisi. The Županica means the wife of Župan Stjepan here of Kres. Now, I guess I could just, spend some time, I guess, in correspondence here between us and then pick up something from her. Doesn't have to go that deep into role-playing. Generally, we are trying to learn the language. There we go. Then, it's not going to help us much. It's not going to get us a higher popular opinion, but we were getting there. So the other thing that I can do, and that thing is actually quite historically accurate, let's say. We could build a church. There we go. Build a local Christian religious building, as it says. So what we can do is have a building here that is not really a building because it's not there, it's just there as a modifier. So what can we build? Chapel, small church, small monastery, large church, large monastery. As we do see here, that costs us 25, and if we do that, we would get capital receives Christian chapel recently built plus 6. That is nice. For 50 gold more, we would go down here, and then we would have popular opinion plus 9. That's not that much more, right? Development growth plus 20, and I guess if we have a large church, that would be better for us, because then we would get control growth plus 0.4. So, I think the control generally is alright-ish. Yeah. Yeah, barely there, but we do get a plus currently, so there we go. That one here comes from different, alright, okay, the different buildings that we have, and then adding adding something from our, there we go, a bishop. I didn't know that the bishop was doing that. Okay, well, good for him. Yeah, that's the endorsement. Alright, well, I guess he's also there to make sure that we have higher control. Well, good for you. Good for us. So, going back. So we don't need that terribly. We do need popular opinion, of course. Difference between 6 and 9 is not that great. And as I said, like I need some reserves in order to be able to hire mercenaries, should it come to a violent conflict here. And you will see in a moment that I'm using more money to do something. So let's go ahead here and let's build a chapel. That's going to help, obviously. Religion is the major thing that brings people together at that time, and we would be seen as benevolent, helping the public, and so on. So this popular opinion modifier is actually, justifiable. So, for those of status such as myself, one way for us to show our devotion to God as good Catholics is to found Christian religious sites. In doing so, we not only improve the spiritual lives of the locals, but also perform penance for our sins and to demonstrate our piety. Yeah, that much is true as well. I have thus ordered for the construction of a Catholic chapel. Those small places of worship that often lack any resident priests, chapels still have their role. In isolated areas, a chapel can serve as a place for religious attendance for those who cannot reach larger churches more easily. Other chapels serve as adjuncts to existing religious complexes. All in all, this building will take some time to finish, but I'm sure the wait will be worth it. There we go. I am looking forward to its completion. There we go. Should be built, I don't know, in about a year or so. So I guess before things could happen here. Right, okay, so that's the first thing that we do. Then, let's take this actually seriously and say, okay, how can we role play what's going on here? Because this is obviously an abstraction. we don't have kind of a sheet on our desk that says in 39 months, these people will go berserk if you don't do anything. That's obviously not something that would happen. But what we do see and what we do experience is a growing hostility in Zadar and the places around it, like in Biograd here and in Knin. That much we would actually experience. So Pravanek knows that something's brewing, and he cannot, or maybe he sees that he, by being so present around here, makes it worse somehow. And also, he would probably like to make sure that his own family is secure, the people that he's working with are secure, and so on. So, long story short, we could move our whole court to Knin. You'll be safe up here, as we do see that is up in the mountains. We have already looked after this county here and pacified it recently. So yeah, this is the better option for us in this moment. And it will give us another option that we will see in a moment. So we can move the realm capital. There we go. And I guess we will just do that. There he is. Yeah, I guess we must. We must. So... there we go. And now that we are here, we actually can use the inspection again. This time, go to Zadar to inspect it. Ta-da! See? That was my plan. Now, I obviously need more treasury for that. And I guess I should put some more gold into this, even though it's going to cost me. I did say that we would need around 50 gold, right, for mercenaries, should it come to that. And we might have to invest further. Know that from the last inspection. But gold costs in events are reduced by 20%. That's at least something. And the skill challenges in the activity have a higher chance of success. That's also good. Should I even go here? Make sure that we really make it. But that would be definitely a risk. I guess we get about +3 per month. So maybe let's just quickly go back and see what did it say. 39 months. Okay, that's 39 times 3. We will get there again, right? That's not the big issue. So maybe we do just that. Maybe that is what we do. We make sure that this is a great inspection and a good one that will help us. There we go. We have the overseer intent. Local stewards and nobles are known for their extra taxes, deep pockets. Yeah, a chance to gain additional bonuses for the capital. We don't need that. But let's put in the overseer intent here. Right. Oh, look at our entourage. Everyone's coming with us. Even our very sickly child, Veronica. I think she's going to die. Right, look at that. Sickly, near death, only 2 years old. And that one here is progressing very fast. So, yeah. She was born sickly. And sadly, there's almost nothing that can be done for her. Anyway, so we are starting our inspection. There you go. Yep, I can't wait. He loves it. That's his thing. He loves to do that. Right. The guest list is like less than was before, but okay. Theodore is with us. That is good. I guess Lovro too. Slavic is good. Our wife is also very competent. So there we are. As I arrive in Zadar, I'm brought to the study. A group of servants attend to all my needs and fuss around me for a while, until I ask them to leave. How am I meant to focus on my task at hand if they keep running around the room? How am I supposed to focus? So, we improve the bureaucracy, or we ensure the people here remember why I'm their liege. Yeah, that is what we want to do. Uh-huh. Stewardship perk as well. Let me just check. Yeah, I guess that is what I wanted in the end. Detailed ledgers. Yeah, like I said last time, if we had gone down that route here, we would have arrived at popular figurehead at some point. But I guess that's not feasible anyway. Even if we had put in the first 2 perk points in here, then we would be there now. We still would need to have 1, 2, 3, 4 more perk points to get here, and I think at that age he's not going to get there. So let's take that one here, because that one kind of, yeah, as we do see, gives us a bit more income. Oh yeah, okay, it's already, yay, getting a bit better. So, oh, we definitely need more. As I am in the middle of a discussion with one of my bureaucrats, I am suddenly disrupted by 2 groups yelling at each other only a few steps away. My guards manage to break them apart, barely, as the representatives of the 2 factions continue shouting at one another. After repeatedly trying to settle them down, I finally understand this is a confrontation between the Saddlers Guild and the Fishmongers Guild over property rights in the most important part of the city center. I see. The Saddlers. Okay, what are the Saddlers doing there? Anyways. Okay, so now... Knin gains small stable or Knin gains small harbor. Oh. That is interesting. I mean, that is Knin. I mean, they are constructing a small harbor, right? So that is already what they have. That is us. That is them. Does a stables building actually do anything for a town? I guess stationed light cavalry damage and so on, yeah. I mean, what I find interesting is that it gives some element here of something different that you normally don't have. And yes, we do see there is kind of like some fertile plains here, so where horses can be bred. You know what? We support the saddlers. The fish mongers already get their harbor here in some time. But we support the saddlers, and then they gain their... There you go. Their stables. Ah, decreases. Again. Ah, okay, there we go. There she is. Little Ranika has died, and yeah, and this situation here, that is devastating, of course. And he is gaining a stress level. There we go. Right. Life has never been easy, but it feels like the loss of my daughter Franika has pushed me over the edge. Still so young, so full of life and potential, now completely still, eternally still. Never to laugh or cry again. Oh, this is so sad. Well, I don't see him becoming a drunkard, right? That is really not what he's about. I mean, yeah, that is obviously something good. That is one of the traits that you want to have, actually. But yeah, turning to his wife and going through it with her, I think that is more Plavanic's approach than trying to drink it all down. There you go. As part of my efforts to improve our standing with the people of Zadar, I have set aside the day to travel through the city and meet with the locals. Though they have some reservations at first, we see a large group of locals who want to come over to tell us about their problems. If I have the opportunity, I will talk about... yeah, I guess that is what I do, right? What a great impression of Zadar I have. I'm not that much of a... Improved levy reward. No, improved popular opinion. Yeah, that's what we're all on about. There you go. Oh, they are really not doing us a favor here, right? Alright, now it increases marginally. Okay. This is likely going to be bad. As I travel through the plains around Zadar, I reflect on an all too common problem. As soon as we leave the city, we find ourselves stuck in muddy ditches and following paths that do not go anywhere. These old roads are barely of any use, if any use at all. Unless I look into setting aside men to start working on repairs, it will likely start affecting local citizens and foreign traders if it hasn't already. Yeah, there we go. That is the one where, well, at least it costs less now, I guess. And then we get new roads. Yeah. Yeah, that one here, I thought, yeah, I guess I cannot take. Because of the control decline. That would be really detrimental for us. And in any case of any uprising here, we definitely should have garrison there in place. I guess I will allocate the funds. So, there we go. Oh, guys. Stop ruining it for me. Oh, and there we go. There we go. The Kraljevstvo's guardian, our shepherd and sovereign, has left this mortal world. Kralj Krasimir IV is dead. In Kres's supreme church, amidst dignitaries and prelates, a new Kralj is first acclaimed. Hail Stjepan, cries those assembled. By the will of God, mighty Kralj and father of Croatia, the Trpimirović most dignified. Glinting coins fly above a glorious procession. Magistrates bend before Kralj Stjepan, cowed if not yet loyal. Oh, wow. He is now the Kralj, and I did not think that would happen. That is definitely new. I'm losing. It's past... Yeah, okay. Right. I did not think that would happen. I thought that Zvonimir would get into that spot, but I guess he is there now. So, Stjepan is obviously not the best to be in a ruling position, as we do see. Like he doesn't have any trade that is at least at average. He's a playful man. That's nice for him. He's an indulgent wastrel. He's also weak in health. Well, but I guess maybe that's what people wanted largely, and that's why he got in that position. Zvonimir here would have been very capable, but that also means that he would be able to dominate in the position that he's in, right? And that's always this kind of situation we have in medieval kingdoms and so on. It's always about like, okay, we need a good king to actually be able to rule properly, but we also don't want a king that's too powerful because he's going to take away the rights of the lower aristocracy. Okay, so obviously not going to denounce that regime. I can support the Kralj, and a few opinions have I of my new liege. In this case, I guess we are reserved about this. I guess. I mean, Pramanik here was loyal to Krasimir. Krasimir was probably the one that put him in office anyway. Stjepan here may not be the one that we wanted, but he is a Trpimirović, so there is no point in arguing there. And by supporting him, it also means that we are, showing everyone that this Kingdom of Croatia here is still working. We are still good, and there we go. We will support him. Alright, that's why it says Kres. We currently... Our kingly seat has moved to Kres. And, he does have a lot of titles now, and he needs to get rid of one. So I guess one of these here is going to go to someone else. Alright, okay, let's return to this one here, where I... okay. Drum roll. We have seen a significant rise in popularity among the locals in Zadar, to the point that some apparently use "be like Pramanik" as an idiom. It was only a matter of time before they learned to appreciate their betters. I'm not sure that that's the way he approaches this. Hopefully they will remember this the next time some pointless little issue comes up. Jesus Christ. Well, I guess he is cynical to a degree, so maybe that's like his I'm too old for this anyway attitude. So there we go. They gain inspected levies, they gain, there we go, popular opinion plus 50. And I get general opinion plus 5. So, as planned. Now, what does that mean? That means we are in a positive position here at 8. Yay! Ah, that's great. And there we go. The peasant rebel faction has disbanded. Isn't that great? Aren't we doing well? Alright. There we go. I can claim a liege's title. Well, I guess I don't have the prestige for that. I can make love to my wife. Maybe that's what we do now before we leave. I can't. Now the game tells me I can't again. I don't know why that happens. Like why the option is here and I can't do it. Oh, there we go. There we go. He does have a popular uprising on his hands. Yeah. They aren't doing as well as I do, I guess. That's right, he's raising his army in Knin for some reason. Good for him. Well, I guess he's going to beat that one. He has, 400 cavalry. So, does that mean that we should move back to Zadar? I guess that is where we want to be in the end. Zadar is the economic hub. So, yeah, I guess we're moving back to Zadar. I suppose we must. Ta-da! So, there we are. Back again. Everything's still the same here. Good. So there we go. Oh wow, he's fast. Why is he so fast doing that? I guess he hardly has any defenses. Oh, does have Bastion Curtain Walls. Well, anyway, he's not going there. He is going to lose against our Kralj. And at least that's the way our Kralj can show that he is actually capable. Right. Okay, yeah, we left a lot of coin here for doing this. But at least we know that Zadar and Knin will now be stable, at least for some time. This modifier here is there until 1087, so 15 years. That one is here still until 84, so more than 10 years. We will be good. And by that time, maybe through promoting the culture, we'll get to... oh, there we go. Budget has changed the salary allocation from 30% to 45%. We like that one. From 20 to 45%. Okay, so he's generally putting more coin into the budgets. That's good. Okay, I can petition him. So what would I want to petition? Yeah, I can ask for gold. Grant you some gold. Does he have gold? A little. Oh, he does have treasury. Don't know if that goes into it. But after the whole spending thing that we've done here, I guess that would be legitimate to ask for. I guess we can go by sea. That is better than going by land, but still there's a 35% danger. Yeah. I said before that I don't like to have, like, from a historical point of view, I think a woman in that position would not be what you would typically have. Yeah, no. I will instead hire captains. There we go. And then you can go. Do we want to do anything else while we are here? Want to have a look around at what other people are doing. Maybe we can go to Venetia, have a look at that. Yeah, I think that's what we will do. Oh, that's the same. Alright. Because Venetia, Venice, sorry. Venice is this place that is very crucial to us. That is the primary trade partner, and the Venetian merchants are meddling quite a lot locally here, or historically they would have. Ah, we do get some intrigue. So, well, is what's happening? Why is he not? He's here. Let me in. Ah, Jesus Christ. Just standing around there. We're like, yeah, knock, knock. Who's there? Huh. Okay. Right. You have arrived at a difficult time, and I must inform you that I'm unable to receive you and your company in my halls. Yeah, that is not a nice thing to do. That is very poor taste. Oh yeah, personal physician is still poor. Damn it. Why did she have to go blind? Because minus 50 aptitude. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so at least we're taking the stop here to look at Venice, so at least there's something. Yeah. Maybe, since we are at some kind of diplomatic mission here now, maybe we can also go to Ravenna. To speak to church officials. So we are assessing what's happening here. So I'm visiting some places. Yeah, because that person here, Anselmo of Ravenna, he is like directly connected to the Pope and responsible for the Adriatic. Oh, the small hill fort was built. That's oh, a festival of the forgotten fruits. Okay. As you and your companions traverse the plains of Romagna, you're invited to a local village's festival of the forgotten fruits. This annual celebration is a time when villagers bring out rare and ancient fruit varieties, some of which have been passed down through generations, from the times of the Roman Empire. Okay. Well, I hope they are not that old. Okay. Fruits such as the Pera volpina, a small wild pear, known for its tart taste, or the Uva fragola, a grape with a unique strawberry-like flavor, are displayed in stalls ready for tasting. The festival is not only a gastronomic delight, but also a tribute to the region's rich agricultural history. The village elder, Giuseppe, offers you a chance to partake in the festivities. Well, we know that Bravanek here is a comfort eater. So I'm not looking at it, maybe we are bad at this, but yeah, he will try. Okay, it's a 100% chance. But yeah, he cannot say no. He's like, little grapes. Look at these. Yeah, he was having a very good time here. That's he was supposed to meet the papal legate, but yeah, instead he just ate some fruit. Good for him, after all this stress when it comes to the death of his young daughter here. By the way, the question would be, do I hold a funeral or not? I would not do this. For small children, it was kind of expected for them to die. So, yeah, that would have been a very private ceremony, right? Not an official kind of like thing where you invite people from all around the country and so on. Children die in this world. That is it's a terrible thing, but it happens. Right. I could make love to her now, I guess, but she is currently pregnant. And for him, I guess that's he does not want to do that. She is pregnant. I'm not going to do that to her while she's pregnant. Which I think was a thing at the time. Like, people would tell him that that is not a good thing to do, might endanger the pregnancy, and so on. I think nowadays we know differently. Like, it's actually quite good, I think, for stress relief and so on, you know. So no, he's not going to do that. Also because, yeah, he does that mainly to create progeny. So she's already doing that. So there's no point. But his arousal is causing stress. I guess in that case, nah, I just laid it out. So if she's pregnant, he would not do that. Right. I guess I can like speed it up a little. Yeah. Now we're still looking for getting some of our treasury back. Why is that so few, by the way? I guess because we... Oh no, I still am the Seneschal. Well, that was about like 2... Right? Just a moment ago. Vassal taxes, church holdings, income from court positions. Liege taxes? Is that? Is that what he raised? I thought the budget, raising the budget meant that he would give us more money, not take more of it. Ah, there we go. Have another soupage. Right. They are getting lots and lots of provinces here. Jupanias, sorry. That was worrying. Alright, okay, so he finished that one in Knin. How is the cultural situation looking there now? Don't think it looks any different. But I guess we could redirect him and say maybe you promote culture in Zadar. And then see if anything happens, right? That's at 70-15. Let's remember that. Oh yeah. Do we need to... Nah. I guess we could just... it takes ages to get there, right? So maybe we do say, Lovro, please look after this. A question of justice. A courtier stands accused of a serious crime, but the evidence is ambiguous. I think we had that last time. The circumstances were extraordinary, and many whisper that a lesser punishment would be more fitting. Yeah. The law must be applied equally to all. Seems clear. The circumstances were extraordinary. Many whispers that a lesser punishment. Advisors are divided. Some argue for mercy, for consideration of intent. Others remind me that law exists to prevent subjective judgments, that consistency matters more than circumstance. That is some kind of, where his feelings are warring with each other, or his principles. He is a forgiving man. So mercy, especially in a Christian sense, that is a value he definitely holds high. But he is also just, so he wants to do things according to the law. Oh, I guess that one is going to give us stress because we are just. Thing is, these are... I know that this mod is doing these things, and it's usually bad. It's like 50% something bad might happen. That is not good. I don't like those odds. Never do. So what would he do? That's quite interesting. I guess if we had more information here, it would be easier to kind of ascertain what he would do. I guess in that circumstance, I would roll a die. So we have 1, 2, 3 would be the first option. 4 to 6 is the latter. It's a 5, so we take the stress. But we say no, mercy is important, and if we don't show mercy at times, then yeah. We shouldn't call ourselves Christian. Oh, there we go. We have another daughter. Gordana. Maria Josipa Gordana. Okay. I hope that she will grow up healthy. Right, okay. Reduced fertility, experience complications after childbirth. Yeah, that's the thing that happens nowadays as well, obviously. Turns out that, pushing that big of a thing out can actually hurt. When the raised voices reach me yet, I quench my instinct to turn on my heel. The constant bickering of my vassal, Knes Benedict, here's again, and my suffragan bishop, Slavik, is enough to drive any man mad. Something must be done. I could either treat the situation as an exercise in mediation, or eavesdrop and approach one of them with my sympathies afterwards. I guess he is pragmatic about these things, so he would take the path that suits him best. So I guess that one's here, the one that he would try to mediate with them, but he comes across as an insensitive meddler, of course. That's. I want to improve my image as a lord and ruler. I have to do that now. If everyone knows me as a great ruler, it will be much easier for me to achieve my ambitions. Thus, I want to be known as a great ruler because of... No, I guess not that. I guess it's more that. Yeah, it's his benevolent leadership. There we go. And we have another perk. Oh, sadly, we don't have a domicile. Gold income while at war. Man-at-arms, we don't really need that one. There you go. I guess I would like to at least try to get in that direction of finishing that path. There we go. I've just received word that in that the Catholic chapel I ordered to be built has been completed in Zadar. Though it is a simple structure, there is no doubt that local Catholics will make much use of it to pray and worship. Well, I guess it was not strictly needed anymore, but still, it would show the people that we care for them. You can go back to training commanders. Right. Almost finished with that one. 54%. I never like my odds when they're around that. Because half of the time it doesn't work. That makes sense. Let accused necrophiliac go. Okay. Okay. Oh, you do you, Stjepan. Yes, we made it. After lots of hard work, I finally learned the Dalmatian vulgar language. Endless hours practicing accentuation, sleepless nights mimicking inflection, countless lessons mastering intonation. It was all worth it in the end. And during my efforts, I looked to emulate Kralika Buni's accent. I'm sure that she would be impressed with my results. And of course, Dalmatian peasants now respect me a great deal more. Yeah, they should. Yeah, I think he would do that. I think he would try to show her how great he is. But no, he comes across as dishonest mockery. There we go. Hi. Okay. So, did we get a positive out of this? Did the it's a 26. Maybe that helped. I don't know. Oh no, the first enrobing. Maria. As I patiently await the fetching of my clothes, a servant stutters, "My lord, no one can find your garments." Well, to think that she would wear his clothes. Like he's a big man. She's a tiny girl. Yeah, okay. I guess he's like, ho. That's funny. That's very funny for you to do. Yes, I guess he would still not do that because his wife is poorly. Right? She's not healed up. Yeah. Oh, I guess I am second in line now for anything here. That's actually quite good. A Dalmatian vulgar tutor. So for 15 gold, we would get a Basil here. Basil is witless. While I like the idea. Oh yeah, I guess I do like the idea. For everyone at court to learn this. Okay, yeah. It is a good idea. It's not the person that I would have preferred, but it's what we got. This secondary language thing here with South Slavic. Not sure where that comes from, but as far as I can see, no one really speaks South Slavic. Maybe that's a kind of relic in the game files. A Slavonian, that is the language that Croatians speak and that all the other Southern Slavs here speak. So let's change that one to Dalmatian then. There we go. There we go. But I guess we would have to give him some kind of... Yeah, I guess since Slavic is now the bishop, he is a bit strained when it comes to his tasks, so we can make Basil the tutor. There we go. I guess at that point we can also switch to educating children. Dragoslava here. I guess she's the best option. Yeah, she is. Do we want one of these? Instill virtue, promote friendship, encourage competition. What do I want from this? I guess installing virtue is something we could get behind. The practical thing, or more practical thing, is maybe promoting friendship. Yeah. We like it when people work together. So that is what we want to foster. Right. Okay, yeah. What I wanted to look at was, when it comes to the Banovina of Dalmatia. Ah, we are first for that, actually. That is great. That is good to know. Uh-huh. So, yeah, also for the Banovina of Croatia. Okay. As I guess not what we strictly need, but that we are going to get, apparently. Alright, no, he does not have any succession here, so... yeah, okay, we'll go back to the king. So he needs to die. Well, if he died, then we would gain our own Banovina. Right. I guess we make sure that we stay promoted. That's going to be important for that one. I guess we are still promoted. There you go. Until 1080, so it's not that. Not that important to do that now. Right, there's Zvonimir. Oh, we have the powerful bear of Knin. Yeah, interesting. I guess that's something we should take care of. Oh, it's yeah. I know why I did that, because of course if you kill the powerful bear, then you get popular opinion. That being said, powerful bear, 5 prowess. Maybe we can do it all together. Get the bear and get it done. Let's see what it actually costs to do that hunt. Yeah, maybe if it said Knin, then we should go up here, right? That's where the bear really is. It would cost us 30 gold to do that. That's fine. Oh, I don't see the current time. It's February. I guess doing a hunt by the beginning of spring would still be alright. What you do not want, of course, is like full summer, where you can't see through the shrubbery and everything. You want to have a clear view of your game. And you also want those animals here to be still affected by winter. And as we know, bears hibernate. So that is the practical thing for us to do. And as we do see, none of them are coming here. Okay. Rivals? No. Other players? No. Kralj Stjepan is not coming. Okay. But at least Zupan Vukilo here is coming. And of course our boys, Nikifor and Benedict. They are coming. And Knez Borko of Split is coming as well. Alright. And then most people, or no, some people from our court, Lovro and Theodor, not Slavic, I guess because he is part of the clergy. Yeah, they are not coming because they're women. He's also part of the clergy. Okay, that makes sense. I understand that. Yeah, my intent is obviously to bring the bear down. So there we go. I cannot wait. I don't know, I think he's a bit nervous about this. That's, not one of the usual things that he does. As we await the arrival of the rest of the guests, my servants can get started on the preparations. The gamekeepers check the highlands each day for signs of quarry while establishing a camp closer to the hunting grounds. The bear is close. There we go. Everyone's already here. The master of the hunt summons the party together as the light reaches the camp in the valleys near Knin. My men have been gathering sightings of the bear that is terrorizing the local area. It might be tricky with so few, but with luck we'll find the beast and end its reign of terror. It stalks the forest, snatching livestock from nearby villages and terrorizing gatherers. Let's see if the rumors were true. Oh, Jesus Christ. Perilous, eh? We're not the biggest group. We're just 6 men who don't know what they're doing. The party has stopped, distracted by an outcrop of rounded boulders atop a slope. Theodore pushes a loose one. All watch rapt as the rock tumbles down, gathering speed, reaching hill bottom with a satisfying thud. Say, this could be a chance to impress everybody. No, I think that's not his thing. No. Let us continue, please. We're not here to push rocks. That is not our goal. That is not my intent. My fellow vassal, Knez Borko, went ahead of the group, chasing the bear alone. When I catch up, I find him standing over a man, tucking an arrow from the poor commoner's chest. He hides the arrow behind his back when he spots me. Jupan, that wasn't my fault, I swear. Soon enough, the rest of the party will catch up and demand an explanation. Yeah, I mean, there's no other choice for us. We don't know him that well, and at the same time, like, he is merciful, but he did kill a man, so that is definitely what he needs to answer for. There we go. Ah, look at that. No overwhelmed by stress anymore. My steward, Theodore, spots the bear watching us from afar. Its body taut, ready to run. The powerful beast is a sight to behold. The horses grow skittish as they each spot its shaggy coat amongst the dense trees. Without warning, it lopes away in a flash of dark fur, disappearing behind a rise. Yeah, I guess that is not what we would want to do. Attempt to corner him. Ambushing seems like the better option here. Like, we're not going to risk too much. We want these people to be able to go home. Oh no, what happened here? As Lovro and I pad on foot over some troublesome ground, I almost jump out of my skin at the sound of an almighty yelp. I turn to see my friend's foot trapped in the mouth of a bear trap poking menacingly from the briar. See, we are professionals. He howls in pain. My leg! Arg! I didn't see the blasted thing. Arg! Yeah, I guess he's fragmented. There we go. Absent-minded. Yeah, makes total sense. No, I'm not that heartless, of course. I will have the men take him back. Yeah. There we go. Our plans went for naught. The beast sensed our trap by wind or connivance and refused to be led into our ambush by the flushes. At last it slipped their clutches entirely, disappearing into the highlands. Oh well, I guess we did our best. There you go. Let us leave this adventure behind for now. But as we do see here, we do at least get some... There we go. At least some prestige. And we are officially a hunter now. There you go. Yeah, good stuff. Oh, Maraschino Merriment. As your party navigates the expansive plains of Dalmatia, you stumble upon a verdant cherry orchard laden with the dark, glossy Marasca cherries. The local farmers, seeing your curious gaze, invite you to join them in the making of Maraschino liquor, a regional specialty. Is that even true? Is that something that you would drink down there? Anyway, if you are from there, then please tell me. The sweet, aromatic scent of the cherries fills the air, promising a delightful respite from your journey. Accepting the invitation could boost the morale of your party, but it might also delay the journey. Well, we know. We know him by now. When there's food and drink to be had, I don't think he's going to say no. Especially like if it's... Like, he's not gluttonous, right? We checked for that. He is not someone who would overindulge. But if it's about a little treat here and there, then yeah. Let's join them, right? Oh yeah, there we go. 100% chance, actually. A fruitful endeavor. There we go. We like the fruitful endeavors. We have a bottle of maraschino. Yeah, let's equip that one, definitely. We love it. Right, so back at Zadar. How about our son here? He is now 5 years old. He is going in a direction that is not clearly our expertise. Obviously, we would like for him to be an administrator like we are. Whereas he is more of the diplomatic kind. I even get into intrigue, actually. I think I'll wait for him actually to be 6 years old and then see what we can do. How's the wife doing? Ah, still reduced fertility. There we go. September. Oh, I think he don't needs it now for relief purposes. He's all right. How is our how is he doing? Oh, look at him. He's doing fine. Good for him. It's Slavic or Slavic? I don't know. All right, there he is. Grows. Yeah, intrigue focus indeed. I guess that's really not what he would say he wants for his son. Like not a concept he can get behind. And since he is responsible for the education, I guess he could leave that to someone else. Do we have... No, we don't even have people here that... I mean, Basile, but... yeah, I think he would be the one to coordinate this, right? So we are becoming his ward. At the same time, I think... Yeah, see? He is not good at a stewardship education. But that doesn't mean that much. He could still become a very good steward. Yeah. I guess that is where people might say, hey, aren't you cheesing the mechanics here? Or you're just like trying to get the same outcome all the time. If you put yourself in Pravanic's shoes, then he says, okay, what I'm doing here is how you should run these Jupanias. Diplomacy might be an important aspect, but this is less about foreign affairs or communicating with other Jupans in the area, but rather how to run your domains. And that is, boy, what I want you to learn, right? So I guess that makes sense for him to do. I believe that. Can he... Oh yeah, can influence his personality. Yeah, I guess that is something we would try. Definitely try for him to be a just person, because that is very important for us. Well, let's see, right? That's... I don't want to create a carbon copy of Pravanic, of course, so... Maybe we just wait for the things that will happen. And then we see in which direction he goes. Yeah, again, establish house traditions here. That's a mod that I've installed. I could do that. And then we would definitely get some perks from that, as you can see here. Diplomacy per level of fame, stewardship per level of fame. That is obviously immense. But, yeah, like I said, this is not a feudal dynasty here. That is a man's personal family. And I think I should do that kind of thing if we were to actually have some kind of feudal arrangement. Alright, okay, so I have been a loyal and devoted subject, yes, and I wish to reward you for your service. In recognition of this, I'm hereby offering you the position of Chancellor of Croatia. Well, I guess it is better than nothing, and I guess that gives us some prestige at least. Yeah, of course we do it. Grateful, actually. He did not receive us the last time we tried to ask him for something, which was obviously not very nice. At the same time, again, he's not a feudal lord. He is not there by right, but he is there because the king says, I allow you to do that. So the king says, I don't want to speak with you. Then we are like, yeah, okay, fine. I guess I'll do better and come back. Another council meeting, another conflict. Consort Dominica and Chancellor Nikifor are arguing violently about the religious minorities issue. As a Jupan, I could silence them with a single word, but I have a better idea. My diplomatic pursuits have given me insight on how to handle situations like these to please everyone. Yes, I make a compromise. There we go. And it's a good compromise. Wow. I did something good. We compromise on it. Yes, of course. There we go. The tension is actually going down. That is great. That is very good. And we don't really have that many minorities in here anyway, right? Yeah. Okay. That also looks much better now. Yeah. I was even 62. Okay. I hope that in the long term, we won't even have to do all this kind of inspecting and stuff. Maybe it will just get better. With my leave, my daughter Maria and her wet nurse parade into my chamber. Dragoslava poses like a herald and proclaims, "My lord, you witness a monumental occasion. Maria has a mighty gift to offer you." She nudges her forward. Go ahead, Maria, tell him. "Father, I lost a tooth." My daughter proudly presents her toothless smile, handing me a pouch with the fallen tooth inside. Yeah, lovely. Just keep it. Keep it, my child. I don't need a tooth. I already have some. I guess he would have lost some by this point. Yeah. I guess whenever anthropologists find some human remains, skulls from that period, the teeth always look bad. My fellow councillors, Andrian and Domenico, have sought me out, their faces etched with concern. They share my conviction that justice must be the bedrock of the realm. Yeah. Yet they feel our liege Stjepan has allowed the rule of law to become inconsistent and arbitrary. They propose we jointly demand the funding of a new legal initiative, something to ensure the law is applied fairly and consistently to all subjects, from the highest noble to the lowest commoner. It is a significant challenge to our liege's personal authority, but they argue it's a necessary one to ensure true justice prevails. Alright. Good old Domenico Morosini here of Vrobosna. Okay. Oh, married the former king's daughter now. Isn't that a bit like his father, right? So we do the counting thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 links between them until you get from one to the other. And you would, I said that before, like in the 11th century setup, you would probably need at least 7. So that you don't end up, that cousins don't end up marrying. Well, they're doing that anyway, I guess. Oh well. My fellow councillors, oh yeah, already had that. Yes, I mean, of course, we do think that is a good initiative. Yeah, and he says it's just as well. We gain a little bit of influence. Oh yeah, by the way, I guess I can do that again. There we go. Oh, I forgot to. There we go. I have 2 different game setups, and that was the. There we go. We know the tube does not like 3D models being naked, so there we go. Can't have that. I guess for the time being, there's not much happening. Oh, another perk. Golden aplomb. Monthly income per stress level. Okay. Yeah, that option here is always dangling in front of me. But we have established that is not what we want to do. There we go. We gain connections to them. And that means that we become some kind of hub for the pirates to come to and you know, do their shady dealings here. That's, I think, not what we want to do. Yeah, I guess when it comes to that, we're fine. Should we do something about this? I mean, yeah. She is still the best option, I think, in that moment. Ah, okay. So let's see. We're at 70-15, right? Oh yeah, 65%, 19%. That actually worked. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. Borko. Slavonic and Dalmatian Volga. Very good. Although Borko is witless. Damn it. Yeah, well, I guess with that father. That is understandable. Oh, but our Josip here is intelligent like his father and mother, I guess. There we go. That is very good. Daughter has been taught diplomacy +1. All right. Anything we want to do when it comes to this? I guess university visit. I mean, he would like to become better at what he's doing, but I guess he's too old for that now. My courtiers, Theodore and Lovro, approach me with a fire in their eyes. Your Grace, says Theodore, their voice thrumming with excitement. We crave a challenge worthy of your glorious reign. They suggest we sponsor a bare-knuckle boxing tournament in the castle courtyard, open to any man brave or foolish enough to enter. Okay. The sheer bloody spectacle of it, they argue, would be a magnificent and unforgettable display of the martial spirit of my court. Okay. That's what you want, Mr. Prowess 6 and Mr. Prowess 3, who's already wounded. I know this is not the right thing to do. Like, there we go, unmotivated court. Maybe he would be more understanding. I mean, I would like to have this actually, right? They become friends, the court is motivated and so on. But if your wounded marshal here comes to you, and you know that he's not a strong guy, and he says, I want to have a bare knuckle that is not a decision to be made lightly or in haste, my dear Lovro. Jesus Christ. Boxing. Who would do that? Could do a pilgrimage to Monte Gargano. I guess we could do that. Saint Michael. Oh, my arousal causes stress. Oh. But then again, I guess he's not one to leave his position unless he really has to. Right, so all these options are kind of like not what I would do in a roleplay level. I guess we're gaining money steadily, at least that's great. So they have quarries. Is there anything else we can build here? Mountain passages, variety farms. I guess that would be something to look into. Or cattle pastures. I think that one here would be good. That would be good. Investment into the kind of like infrastructure or the economical situation here. That being said, what could we build here? Yeah, there's also cattle pastures. I like to have my holdings a bit distinct from another. Murex fisheries. Imperial purple is always in high demand. The snails from which this luxurious dye is made are harvested and processed here. I guess that's something we could do. That would enable us to trade with the Byzantine Empire. Maybe also with Venice. So we'll have to trade goods there. Yep, all sounds good. Why is it getting less and less? What's happening here? National tax, church holdings, income from core positions. Is it because of the liege tax? Can we actually do something about that? Whoop! Linguistic drift. Yeah, the Cornish culture's language has changed to Cornish. That's most important news of today. I don't think there is ask to influence candidacy. Alright, okay. No, that's definitely not what I want. And the wife is pregnant once more. Good stuff. Oh! Ah, he's beginning to age. That is, of course, not good. That is not good at all. I mean, yeah. I think I have that one turned on again in the rules. I did turn that off in my last playthrough because this whole aged thing here, that is, I think, too crass, in my opinion. I got us in that predicament. Now we have to deal with it. I guess what I could do, if he dies and we end up here, is working around this and actually making him landless. I can do that somewhere, can I? Inspire, excommunicate, change every county, take hostage, secret create, disown. Where is that? I thought that was here somewhere. Make a lamp. There we go. Brother, I crave the forbidden lamp. That is something we could do. So that we can continue playing the Gusic family. Yeah, I guess that would be fine. That would be a good thing to do. Although I have to see how would I approach this then. Because once I go into observer mode, I don't think I can go back to playing, right? That's the kind of weird thing. Is there anything we can do then for him? With that modifier here, I don't think he will make it. He will make it 6 years. Oh, there again, mercs aren't cheap. That one has now been... Right. I guess that one always continues. When it's done, it's kind of like updated, and then it goes again. I guess we permanently can't have mercenaries, at least not for a good price. Right. So he knows, of course, he is aging. He knows as well that he needs to remain there in order to... Yeah. Oh, there we go. There's a son. Voinomir. In order to see his son growing up and then being able to inherit. The feast in Zadar was lovely tonight. Everyone was quiet and well behaved, and the spirit among my family was one of congeniality. Shortly after the food was taken away, a maid brought little Voinomir out from the nursery, still swaddled and awake far later than he should have been. Even so, Dominica and I couldn't resist. We took the babe in our arms, cooed at him, and there was a moment when Dominica's eyes and my eyes met, as if to say, we made this. We made this perfect little boy. Oh, there we go. I guess the mechanical thing to do would be to go into the learning lifestyle and the medicine focus. I mean, that does make sense. Like, he knows that he's ailing, right? He knows that there is no opportunity for his son to become his successor if he's a child when he dies. So he would do what's in his power in order to stay alive. There we go. So I guess that makes sense. There you go. He is a very reflected person, right? That's his whole thing. So it's, yeah, see, he's still poor. So, oh, what do we have here? My servants found a strange letter left on my doorstep, addressed to me. They have no idea who sent me the letter, and no one else seems to know either. The only hint, and a very vague one at that, is the image of a rose on the wax seal. Or anyways, when I unseal the letter, I find it contains a single preserved rose and the following message. My dearest Plavanik, for a beautiful lord such as yourself, I offer you this single rose. You'll never meet, but rest assured, I'm always protecting you. With much love, your truest admirer. Oh, he has an admirer. I guess I keep it. Yeah, he's not paranoid or anything. He would not see something suspicious here. Okay, he has an admirer. I guess I'll keep the rose. Okay. Alright. Is there anything else we can do to kind of make sure that we survive? Maybe hold a feast. That could be something that we do. Oh, what's happening here, by the way? Oh yeah, that's not our business. Oh, good. Oh, we have raiders up here from Hungary. Boo! As I struggle to make out the tiny letters on the scroll before me, I feel a headache building once again. Why do scribes insist on writing such small symbols? I squint and try again. Nothing short of a miracle. With the aid of a stone of glass, even old men struggling with bad eyesight could read with ease. Yeah, I guess I asked for his assistance, right? Then, yeah. Sell everything which is impossible to read. Now, that is not his way of doing things. I mean, I would like to have the gold. But, yeah, no, asking Slavic is fine. That is fine. I was thinking about doing a feast, because that is something that brings him in good health, I think. And that's even something we can do. Could have Zvonimir around to host him. Yeah, might actually do that. We need neighboring rulers. Don't think that does anything anyway. That doesn't do anything either. Yeah, and I don't think we want to cheapen out on this one here. And I guess recreation is fine. Yeah, come on, let's do it. Oh, I guess I could have done that when it's actually not the winter. So people that travel here don't have to go through the snow and everything. But yeah, I guess I've done that now. Right, there we are. It's actually quite fast. Look at him go! Zvonimir. Might actually... Do you think I could go for that? Almost there. We would be there. 460 influence. That might actually be, since we've seen that other Župani are trying to do that too, like he did. Right, there we go. And that is a Trpimirović that is not directly related to the king. That is his daughter. So I guess it's feasible. I guess I could also try to cozy up to him, befriend him. I guess we could say that we use this opportunity, that he is here to see that this marriage comes through. I get a favor on Theodore, okay. Right. Chance to be seen. I guess he likes it. He likes to be with the people that he likes. Plate after plate of food is brought into the hall. Oh yeah, okay, there is this guy here. A guest of Župan Strezinja. Yeah, I guess I don't need to be an ass to other people. That's not his thing. Oh yeah, okay. Oh god. I always forget about this happening. My lord, the wine! We cracked open the next barrel and it has gone bad. Of course, that's always... Why can't he do that in advance? Making sure that the wine is actually good. Oh, look at that. We like Benedict now. We spoke all evening about all manners of subjects, and as things would have it, we seem to have a lot in common. I had such a good time with him. Oh, what a great evening. There we go. The feast is starting to draw to a close, and my visitors are surely expecting me to lavish a little attention on Ban Zvonimir, our esteemed guest of honor. Yes, and I do that. I raise my glass to a toast. And maybe that is just enough for him to allow for this. Damn it. And I can't make it better, right? There's no way I can push this any further. So I need to have something else in here. I guess I don't know what I want to do with my influence anyway. So okay, let's do that. That is why we brought him here, to make sure that our relations here better and that our son is able to marry into the Trpimirović, and that is another attempt to save his dynasty. Does making love help? I guess. There we go. She is eager to please, and her beauty makes me tremble with desire. There we go. I can demand payment from Theodore. Do I do that? I mean, look at him. He does have quite the pouch. Oh, Gordana has taken her first steps. Yeah, I think when it comes to his children, he's always a nice guy. Yeah, okay. Pay up. I can petition the Kralj. Yeah, for gold again. Maybe that is why he couldn't receive us, because he does not have the gold. Right? So yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. And we can't do anything else, right? How many core position reasonable subjects? No. Six years. Will he make 6 years? I'm not sure he will. Ah, damn it. I guess he could start another promote scheme, just in case. Yeah, as you do see, he now has way more people that want to help him. I guess the most important part is to bring the phases down. So that one will have my priority. Although, let's take a look. Yeah, he's quite good at that too. But then, yeah, okay, let's put him here. Then, that is a Vukilo here. He's going to help us as a sycophant. Okay. Our wife, and then our blind personal physician is a great proponent. There you go. Son was taught. That is good. And he's 9 now. Oh my god. What can I do to make him live long enough? That's... Good core position. Nothing here, really. I've been studying the ancient religious texts and the writings of scholars, and they all seem to agree that the world will end 6,000 years after its creation. By my calculations, we're less than a century away. Damn it! However, my suffragan bishop, Slavic, urges me to keep it to myself. Leave it to the clergy and avoid panic. What if your calculations are wrong? Yeah, I guess consulting more priests is his options then, right? So, okay. I'll just make sure I'm correct on this. Done my math correctly. Anything, really, that could give us more time. Oh? What? Someone is plotting against me? Challenge Zupan Pravanik scheme. Ah, okay. Someone is trying to siphon some influence from me. Alright. But where do I see that now? Promote culture in Zadar is also through. Yeah, I guess that's more comfortable now. That goes down to a baseline of 24 now. Oh, we have his coronation. I mean, yeah, of course, he is not in good health. But that is an event that he really has to attend. Oh, the herbalists and physicians of Zadar have become famous in recent times for the quality of their herbal medicines. Made using various plants, herbs, minerals, and so on that are uniquely native to Zadar. Alright. Invest for 12 years. That is for 6, that is for 12. So for 6 years, we have another plus 3%. Does that warrant putting 50 gold into it? I guess we don't have it right now. We need to do this travel here, so... No, it's alright. It's alright. Now, we do have a perk. Does anyone know if the celibate trait, there we go. No, that only gives you piety. No health option. I mean, that's all like disease resistance, right? I don't get anything really until I get here, and I won't get there. It's not going to happen. I mean, at this point, he would do his best to make sure that his son is educated. So I think that's the most logical option here. So this one here is in 5 months. I guess I can wait a little. Oh. Queen Maria of Hungary is excommunicated. That's severe. How did that happen? Can make love to the wife again? No. 1079. Yeah. 4 months. I guess when it's about like 3 or 2 I can go. We just need to go over there, right? So I guess I need some captains again. That will bring me to that island. Ay. Yeah, but like I said, if that happens, I'm going to try to make Josip here landless. Because that would work as well. That would kind of then emulate a family that would still be a part of this area here, but at the same time they are not holding an administrative position. So emulating what you would have if you were just a noble family. Which I guess is what we normally would have in an administrative system, but since I changed that at the start of the game, yeah, we're not considered a real administrative family, right? So that we don't get our estate and all these things. Oh yeah, okay. I have to leave now. Customize. There you go. Oh yeah. And we take a captain. Options. Like, there's no one in my entourage, not even Duda here. Because she's my physician, right? She should come with me. I guess I'll just, okay. Then I'll go along with my captain here, Boetius. Oh. There was commotion among the children today. Duimus was attempting to preach among his fellow youngsters and became the target of a small fight. Josip was furious that anyone could target someone attempting to speak on behalf of Christ and chased away the other children. Yeah. Charge in when you have to. Let me tell you how you could have mediated this. Mediated this. I think they're all fine. You know what? I'll just roll for this time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 3. So we say to him, don't be afraid. Charge in when you have to. Yeah. That's a pragmatic thing. I mean, he's not a brave person per se, but he's not afraid to make decisions. I finally arrived at Kres for the coronation. Love or hate the Kralj, none can deny the feeling of importance shared between he who shall stand witness. A new chapter begins. I guess. So what are we trying to do? Right. My friends, my vassals, my kin, your presence honors me more than any crown could. Until the ceremony begins, eat, drink, speak freely, and know that I see each of you and will not forget who stood here with me today. Favor hook. Advocate domain. Offer support. Yeah, obviously not that. Bearing witness is fine, but I guess he is more important than that. So he would either, I think, offer his support or advocate for his own domain. Make sure that the people of Zadar and Knin are getting the most out of this. But I guess in that case, you know, we said it before, he is a kind of servant of the king. So, yeah. I think he would just support him. We want Croatia to be stable, right? And for that to happen, we need a strong king. Our sensible Kralj Stjepan has been finally left alone, my fellow vassal Župan Petar observes, tossing a coin. This is the chance for us supporters to show our loyalty. Go ahead, Pravanek, we cannot waste this opportunity. Okay, that's good of you. Petar. Like, we want to show our support. Do something. Okay. I guess I could foster my relationship, or I could have an alliance. Yeah. I guess that would be something we would try to achieve in order to, you know, advocate for our son, if that's even possible. I guess he is somewhat desperate, so that's the route we take. There we go. The king is our friend. Župan Pravanek, Kralj Stjepan calls for me with a big smile. Next to him stands another guest, a nun. A nun? A nun? A nun? No one that I'm... none? I'm not acquainted with her, that is it. This is Dulzasa, Kralj Stjepan introduces her. I believe you two would find much common ground. The recent reduction of gold minted in the realm, perhaps. Oh, look at her. Being all seraphic. There we go. At its height, her composure becomes almost serene, effortless, precise, and enviably controlled. Observers speak of a presence that calms as much as it captivates. Ooh, is he trying to tempt me? Is that a kind of... why is he doing that? She seems very polite. Alright. I think this is a test. He thinks that is a test. Like, his pragmatic, cynical side would say. Now, he's not pushing a beautiful woman in front of him to admire her. He is testing him whether he could be corrupted by someone as beautiful as this. So he's like, I am a friend to all, Kralj Stjepan. I like all the people. All of them. Even the bishop here who came with a sword. I don't think he should do that. That's a... Oh, I paused. As the light of the day wanes, I see Župan Damianos looking in my direction. Who's he? The Župan of Emota and... Huh? Where's that? Ah, right. He is from... Ah, here. Okay. I don't know him. He is Greek for some reason and very, very ill. So, okay. He wants to talk about the Orthodox religion with me. I think I will have to say, sorry, I'm not talking about religion here. Guests for the coronation of my friend, Kralj Stjepan II, are pouring in, all giving minor oaths. Thanks for their invitations and pledges of fealty or support. Soon it shall be my turn. Must I stand out from the crowd? Must I use my brief audience to convince the Kralj of my worthiness? I shall arrange a tithe from the other guests. I can give him the morsel of St. David. Do I? I guess as a token. Or I could just arrange a tithe. Then everyone would pay 5 gold to him. But they also don't like that. You know what? I give him the morsel. There we go. The bottle of Malaskino. That is actually quite a nice thing to do here. You do bring gifts to the king, don't you? Good, Župan. I turn around to find Duke Roger next to next to a nervous woman. You know that I cherish you, and it would bring me great joy to help you. Here, I offer you the first and best of my women, Miroslava, my well-accomplished court jester. May this serve as the start of a friendship between our houses. Jesus Christ, this is the former Queen of Croatia. And this man has made her a laughingstock. I mean, there's... right? We know what's happening here. He's coming to us from his little lands here, and he's telling us, look, in my eyes, you guys are just a laughingstock. And if I wanted to, I could take my 1,447 soldiers and invade, and you would be nothing. Ah. You will appoint her as your court jester. You know what? I don't think she is deserving of that fate. So, yes. If he makes this, he is probably expecting me to do this here, right? To kind of, I don't know, grovel before him or say something else. But no. I would have her. There we go. And, I will see to it that I can have her do something nice. I don't know. She could be a wet nurse. That's nothing I should do with a woman of that caliber. I mean, she could operate as seneschal. That would give her some of her dignity back, I think. Let's do that. Let's say she cares for the organization of the court. So, yeah. Poor queen. All preparations are complete. The great ceremonial assembly now awaits in Crises High Church. To cheers and exultation, Kralj Stjepan's procession past the crowd, and my retinue follows in our honorary place. Peasants teem forth for a glimpse of the soon-to-be Kralj. Atop their parents' shoulders, amidst the multitude, Dalmatian children grin. Okay. Until the bishops, the Croatian nobility, and the common people have all acted their customary part, Stjepan is no true Kralj. His rule cannot be just without their acceptance of it. I think that's something that we always need to remind ourselves of, right? I think I put that in the comments for the last video when someone was talking about kneses and then a Kralj, what is a knes to a Kralj and so on. What these kings need is everyone in attendance at these coronations to do their part and to do this kind of ritual together. If he was given that crown, I don't know, somewhere in the backyard, he would not be a true king, even though he would have the crown. You are only a true king if everyone else acknowledges that you are the true king, right? There's no kind of written constitution or anything. So you take everything that you can get. And that is why religion is so important here, because the Catholic religion, right, is accepted throughout Central and Western Europe. So by saying that you are a king by the grace of God, but you know, later we'd have by divine right. Right, that is the kind of thing that happens between, or in this kind of investiture crisis here between the Kaiser and the Pope. Like, who is able to instate bishops and so on? And the Kaiser says, that's me, because I am in my position here, not because the Pope tells me I'm in this position, but because I am in this position by God's right, by divine right. Anyways, so we are here and witnessing this, and that is very important for a Kralj to become one. So, the priests, adoringly, they laud the pious Kralj's great love for safeguarding Catholics and ask that he become their great champion.
Then the elders of Kres stare at the Kralj in awe as the masses outside exalt his royal name. Stjepan's vassals step forth to supplicate themselves. Most glow with hope and truthfully swear their loyalty and love. At last comes my turn. Yeah, I'm not going to do anything weird. I am going to kneel and do my part. The final sacral moment draws near, but first the anointing, the mark of Kralj Stjepan's mandate from God. Andrian himself bears the holy oil. That is the Archbishop of Croatia. Okay. Andrian, the shepherd of Croatia, marks Stjepan with the sacred golden oil on his hands, his head, his breast, his shoulders, and the bends of his arms, a blessing for prophets, priests, and monarchs. The Kralj's greasy skin is a fine endorsement from the faithful, and so the priesthood accepts the Kralj. Forth come the royal symbols. The glittering sword is girded to Stjepan's hip, the scepter of sovereign authority taken up in his hand. His fingers wrap around the globus cruciger, there we go, cross-bearing orb. To his body come the armils, finely wrought ceremonial braces, and the pallium, that is the mantle. Yes, the prayers rumble on. Graced by royal treasures, Stjepan kneels just this one final time for the Kralj of Croatia. The Kralj he is about to truly become. He bows only to God. There we go. This is crown. Yeah, good stuff. With the rites of the Kralj's enthroning complete, the royal consort is now to be properly instated as Kraljica. Kralj Stjepan II's wife conducts the rituals with distinctive ruthlessness. Right. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, she's sadistic, I see. Her Dalmatian upbringing did little to prepare for the Croatian rites. Amidst Catholic prayers, she recites Slavonic oaths from memory of their sounds alone. Before long, and with great ceremony, Buni's crown is laid on her head for the first time. Kraljestvo of Croatia acclaims their Kraljica. That is actually huge, right? So the queen is actually a Dalmatian woman. So that would tell the populace here that we are indeed coming together. She's still a wretched woman. Yeah, I mean, we wrote that nice letter to her, and then she mocked it, right? And was like, what's that? Child could have written that. My wife is pregnant once more. All right. I could seize the moment, but there's not enough success chance there. Oh yeah, and he's a crown sovereign, alright. Stjepan stands by himself in front of the crowd as all await his oath. My rule will be remembered by those who come after as the start of a golden age for Croatia. Yeah, I guess he's not really promising anything. Yeah, that's a bit of a disappointment. The formalities have ended, and with them, the stillness that held the gathering in place. A few murmurs rise as the host stands again, this time to mark the end of ceremony and the start of something more relaxed. The Kralj raises his voice just enough to carry. My friends, the rites are complete, let the tables be filled, let the cups be raised, and let this hall remember joy as well as duty. The words are well received, and with each passing moment, the committal gathering becomes more a lively celebration. Finally, the ceremony is over with. Yay! Oh, look at him, he's in poor health too. What started as an ordinary feast became an exceptional one thanks to the presence of Swanimir. Oh no, good evening. Poor ill man. Don't cough at me, please. I can't do that. Župan Pravanek, my acquaintance Sika. I don't know how to pronounce that. Calls my name. My dear nephew Stjepan speaks fondly of you, she proudly says, taking a sip of her Cretan muscat. I have been looking forward to feasting with you. Alright. Oh yeah, talk about him. Yeah, I guess we can toast together, and then she also becomes my friend. Look at that. That is actually quite good for our house relations, right? Let me just quickly check that. There you go. The Trpimirović, we are at neutral. I see. Relation history. Yeah, I guess at 100, we would advance to the next level. Takes quite a lot for this to progress, so I don't know. Unconcerned with any etiquette, my seneschal Miroslava, there you go, slaps me on the back. I mean it, she exclaims. I'll do anything you ask of me. Anything at all. Ask me, and it's done. I guess she is very glad, right? She is very glad that she is not the court jester of Apulia anymore. Jesus Christ. I can smell the alcohol on her breath, but the promise has been noted by every guest present. I guess we're not making a big thing out of this, right? Of course she's drunk. The rumors that have been circulating about Župan Damjanos wanting to curry favor with the Kralj Stjepan are confirmed as he hands him a gift. My dearest friend, it's so lovely to see you. Knowing that we'd meet here, I brought you this marvelous pelt as a token of my appreciation. Kralj Stjepan grins. Jesus Christ, I'm doing it again. Kralj Stjepan grins as he studies the animal hide. Seeing how happy he is from receiving a gift, I realize I'm at risk of missing this opportunity to improve my standing with him as well. Yeah, no, I don't think I need to rush this. That is not what I need to do. I know that I have the king's ear, because he's my friend. Outside the feast, I enjoy a breath of fresh air and a view of Kress, along with the sounds of lovers in a nearby shrub. Ugh. A local knight vomiting dangerously near them. Above it all, the sounds of the castle town's celebrations hang in the air. An idea then strikes. Kralj Stjepan would no doubt appreciate the people singing his name, and the castle townfolk a night of free drink. I would simply need to find a merchant willing to sell at this hour. Yeah, I don't think I need to... Everyone, like... No, people don't need to be more drunk. That's already going a bit too far, I think. What's that? Furthest mandate. The reign of Kralj Stjepan has begun. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Meats and vegetables and little desserts. This feast has some of the best food I have ever tasted. Yum, yum, yum. Right. Okay. Yeah, that actually puts him back in fine health. Oh, Jesus Christ. And that might just be enough to get him to 16. Thuggish recruiting. Alright. Okay. That's what our wife did back at home. Don't think that was necessary. Ah, okay, okay. We're back in business. His life is reaffirmed. He comes back with his, I don't know, pouch full of leftovers from the buffet. So... yes. Yes. Yeah, I come back and immediately jump her. No, she's pregnant. We established that we do not do that because that is not what you do to a poor pregnant woman. I can ask for gold now, but he probably doesn't have enough gold. Yeah. There he is. He's feeling great once more. Although the whole age thing will only get worse. So, in 1 or 2 years, I might not be that positive anymore about this. He is 10, though. And brave and cynical. I see. So he comes a bit after his father. He gains a similar sense of pragmatism that Pravanik holds. I could actually show him how to become a logistician. That would actually be something I could do. Since recruiting both Župan Vukilo and Ban Zvonimir to my scheme, the pair have become rather amicable with one another. It seems shared tasks and mutual concerns have brought out a little spark of kindred recognition in the two reprobates. The understanding is nothing serious yet, but a little nudge could see the true friendship blossom. Yeah, I don't think I Yeah, just say good for them. That's good for them, I guess. Right, okay, let's teach him how to become a logistician. So should he ever need to lead armies, he can do quite just that. Josip looks bored after looking at the military tactics on the maps for hours by now. I get up and throw him a sparring sword and shout, "Let's go outside. First direct hit to the body wins." It's always the same text here, right? So it is not really connected to the commander trait that is actually being taught, because I don't think any of the kind of hitting each other with wooden swords is going to make him a logistician, but here we go. Apparently it worked. I hate that when it always says, like, here's one new. There's nothing new here. Nothing. Nothing. Alright. Provanik, hang in there. You can do this. My children, Josip and Maria, approach me brimming with excitement for a social event. "Father," Josip says, "we have the most wonderful idea for the court. They want my permission to personally welcome a visiting delegation of minor nobles. They see it as excellent practice for their future duties and are eager to play the charming hosts to our guests." Oh, it's quite a nice idea, isn't it? That is our daughter and our son. No. Alright, that's a good initiative. I will give them the coin to do that, just that. Oh, it is truly fortunate that I'm afforded a chance to plan this scheme with my wife, Dominika, by my side. A better, more observant aide no man could ask for, always willing to get the extra mile for our needs, always focused on how best to advance the scheme. Most recently, her work has resulted in a shortcut that should save us significant amount of time. Oh, good stuff. Well, I guess I don't really need it. What I need is more success chance and not, yeah. Anyways, okay, so I'm over the 2 hour mark. And I think we've been successful in this episode. We have seen to it that the peasant rabble that was endangering Zadar has kind of dispersed. You see, no factions targeting us. Popular opinion is as high as ever. People love their Župan. That is how it should be. And he is right now in okay health. So, yeah, not about to die anytime soon. But then, that being said, we still need some time for our son to actually grow up and be able to hopefully take over as the Župan of Zadar and Knin. So, yeah, until next time. See you then, and cheers. Bye-bye.